Hello, ladies and jelly spoons, and I need to talk to you guys. Gotta put the ring of power on around the neck. Should have had it on last night. So there's no getting around it. Last night at 12 a.m. was the launch of the pre-orders for the Nintendo Switch 2. And I had read that Japan had 2 million units that sold out almost instantly. And I was told we had so much more, and I can hear people laughing already because y'all know, y'all was there, that there was so much more availability here. And I was assuming, you know what I'm saying, like all of y'all, I jump on Target or Best Buy or Walmart, maybe even hoping that Nintendo erased that May 8th day since pre-orders came out now and they just did their pre-orders where you had to be a part of the online service and had the stipulations, which I fulfilled. And no, that didn't happen. So I joined the 75th Quarter Quell Hunger Games with all of you. And from all the videos I see all over YouTube and the net and on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat, it looks like you guys had the same exact experience that I had. So without further ado, let's take you through the hellish night of Celebrimbor. For Gandalf lied, look to my light, look to the east at first light on the coming of the third day and you'll find me. Gandalf, you never showed up. You never showed up. It was... I've never done this before. Let me state that. I've never done a pre-order before. Ever. Never did it. I don't know why I wanted to try. Maybe because I was afraid that they were going to sell out and after the tariffs they're going to be hiked up astronomically. So I wanted to throw my hat in the race. I thought it would be pretty fair and simple. You know, just pick the site that you want to go to. And... you know, there should be enough of supply so that you would land yourself one. But unfortunately, that's not how it went out. That is not how it worked out. And for somebody who's never done that before, I'm going to say the anxiety, the panic, it felt like Christmas like 1992. You know when the rushes used to be so big and so bad you would trample over people and people would be stepped on and backflipped over and somebody catch somebody in a camel clutch and somebody would suplex you back for that, you know, that Furby or Kirby or Teddy Ruxpin or whatever was the great toy then. You got elbow check, chin check, somebody was there for you, you know what I'm saying? Give me that, give me that. That's kind of what it felt like. But it was digitally. And for all the people's fight for bots, website crashes, overloaded registries, it was a complete shit show. Like, the racing of my heart going up and down, like it got to the point where I literally just gave up. I just gave up. I was in line waiting on 2 different sites. And the message, well, you're going to see the message because I'm going to show you a little montage of just what I went through. And, well, here it is. And then I'll just come right back and I'll unpack it for you. Because most of you went through the same thing. And it was hard to explain. But on the positive note, for so many people saying lower the price, so many people saying drop the price, so many people saying they weren't going to buy it, they weren't going to pre-order it, they weren't interested in it, you a damn lie. Because the world showed up last night on 3 different sites. The world showed up, and Amazon was cut out of it this year because of bots and scalpers, but it seems like they found a way around that because the Hunger Games were very prevalent last night. I didn't eat any berries. That didn't happen. Katniss was never there. I did represent District 13. That's what I represented. But I am going to say some of my favorite YouTubers weren't able to get it. Some of my favorite peoples that I follow weren't able to get it. Some of my best friends weren't able to get it. So the bots and the people out there And I'm just gonna say, that hold down and verify, click who you are, I think that was a way somebody put something up on their site just to stall you so that you couldn't get through. The click and wait, click and verify and wait, the errors, the error after error after error after error, it was just complete madness. So let me show you the video and I'll come back and unpack it for you. It was something to see. Yeah, so that's pretty much how it went. It probably went the same way for a lot of you. Millions and millions of units gone. Gone in 60 minutes. It was a harrowing race. It was full of anxiety. There was excitement when you got to a certain point and you just realized you were about to score. It's like the last quarter of a football game or the last quarter of basketball or the final inning where you can see daylight, bases are loaded, the defense is stacked, ain't nobody guarding the bucket. This is your shot. This is your chance, your one time. For like Eminem and 8 Mile. This is your moment. You gotta own it. You never know it. You never let it go. You only get one shot to pop. This is your opportunity. Once in a lifetime. Blow. And it never happened. It sucks. But so I tell you guys, I'm gonna do a part 2 of this video because the results were pretty much similar to me as everybody else who was on the net last night, and it completely sucked. Having said that, there is some positive. So much excitement for the Nintendo Switch, which so many people lied about getting. So many people lied about interested in it. So many people lied about, I'm not going to pre-order. I don't like that system. It's too much money. Lower the price. You know what? For people who said they were not going to buy this system, why are they sold out everywhere? Somebody bought them. So, yeah. At the end of the 75th Quarter Quell Hunger Games, the odds were forever not in any of our favors. Definitely not. There was no Katniss Everdeen with her brilliant bow and arrow to save us, to bring down the dome. There was no Peter Millark looking to help us when we were surrounded by enemies in groves. Hell, there wasn't even a Rue, excuse me. I call her Prue because of the Star Wars. Never mind, I'm gonna go into that. Anyways, yeah. So that is how the 75th Quarter Quell Hunger Games ended. So for those of the people left in the United States who were not favored by snow in these Hunger Games, Nintendo's last bastion of hope is on May 8th. Their first round of lottery drawings go out to the lucky contestants who meet the criteria. And they've already said, because of what happened in Japan, that they can't guarantee and satisfy all the orders from Nintendo Store, from Nintendo's factory. They just simply don't have the production units to fulfill the pre-order requests that they have received. And if it was anything like last night, the way it was in Japan, pretty much I would say 90% of us are going to be second round draft picks. So when that lottery goes out, it's going to go out to those favorite people, those people who work for Nintendo, those people who are sponsored by them, the people who should have dev kits who didn't. And I find it funny because I watched Paul Rudd talk about his new Nintendo commercial. Not even he was able to secure one. He said and I quote, he said, at the end, I was kind of hoping they would like give it to me and let me leave with it, but they asked for it back. I'm like, he's an Avenger. He's Ant-Man. If Ant-Man can't get one, who the hell am I? Like, this is insane. I've never in my entire life pre-ordered a system. Now I know why. Like, my heart cannot take the Hunger Games at midnight. Like, as soon as they counted down, I knew the Hunger Games were live. And it was just insane. There was nobody who could help you. There was really nothing you could do besides try to survive to the final round of recruits and districts. And in the end, there can only be one winner. That's pretty sad. You would expect it to be billions and billions, well, there were because they sold out, but I'm talking about like amongst us, because we didn't have bots, we didn't have procedural or electronical help. Like, I know there was a lot of digital help, because I find it funny that all the verifying things and stuff kept popping up and it kept getting errors and so many errors, and the website crashing and having this error and that error. Like, it taking it in your cart, taking it out of your cart. Like, I refuse to believe there were no safeguards against this. Come on. So those who have did, those who did not do not have. And this is how we end the 75th Quarter Quell Hunger Games. But don't fear, peoples. There will be another Hunger Games. There always is. So next Hunger Games, I will volunteer as tribute again from District 13. And we'll join the Hunger Games again, but this time we know what to expect. No amount of preparing is going to help you in the Hunger Games. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Every man for himself. You could get your phone, your laptop, your PC, your tablet. You can try all the different sites, all the different runs into the same result. In the end, only one of us can score. Only one of us can be the victor. To the victor go the spoils. So, positive, excitement, anxiety, nail biting. At one point I was biting on my shirt, biting on my fingers. Typos, because you're trying to type so fast. Refresh. It's like, damn, we wasn't trying to get tickets to Comic-Con. We was trying to get a Nintendo Switch too. But clearly, this showed that Nintendo, there is extreme, like to the furthest reaches. People said that there was no interest in this system, you a bald-faced lie. Couple million people across the United States last night would prove you wrong. And here's the crazy part. Picture if you was a parent in the Hunger Games like that. You ain't got the computer knowledge, you ain't got the quick twitch or muscle reflexes for double clicking and triple clicking and refreshing and bringing up multiple screens and dragging and dropping and grabbing and copying and pasting and putting this on that and putting this on that and clicking here to verify and clicking that to verify and remember the password to your account and going back into the other account which you ain't never been into the account before forever, or creating an account on the fly. Oh, I need a Nintendo account. Like, it was so much. And it's funny because those who are lucky enough to get to the last round of the 75th Quarter Quell Hunger Games, Nintendo Hunger Games, I saw so much delight in people's eyes who were able to score. I myself, not gonna lie, I was in tears. I was in tears. Yeah, these Hunger Games are not for the faint of heart. I congratulate every single last person who volunteered as tribute. Most of us were picked as tribute because some people wanted to get them for other people. You guys were just picked out of a handbasket. Us volunteers as tribute. Most of the people who had ever been through something like this, they knew what they were in for. Other of us, we did not. I looked at maybe 15 or 16 live streams of people who were doing it live, and they were in line just like me in 2 or 3 places. And Best Buy at midnight, there was none. There was nothing on Best Buy at midnight. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Kept refreshing. But it can't stay there because I'm in line here, and they could notify me when I'm in line over here or over there, and 3 other screens and the cell phone out. And then you go back and Best Buy was like, yeah, our stuff goes up at 12:30. And you're like, how? Why? That doesn't make sense. Let me get in line. Oh, you need a Best Buy account in order to buy this. What? I gotta create an account in order to buy something off your website. No, I shouldn't have to. If I just want to buy it, I should be able to buy it. Shipping information, card information, give me my shit. No. So you gotta spend, an incredible amount of time while the server is overloaded creating an account, going to your email to verify your account, and they give you a password for this and a password for that. And before you know it, 25 minutes later, you come back to the site and click, refresh, sold out. You motherfuckers. It's a reason why I don't fuck with Best Buy. It's a reason why I don't. And that was unnerving. The sheer festivity levels of you making somebody create an account and when he come back, it's sold out. Ooh, that's just uber levels of fuckdom, man. Ooh. Woo. Like I said, the Hunger Games, the 75th Quarter Quells, they were not for the faint of heart. Not at all. I'm going to say they could have excluded Best Buy like they did Amazon this year, Nintendo. You could just exclude Best Buy because Best Buy was a shit show. I don't even know why the hell they're still operating. Like, they need to go the way of Circuit City, Radio Shack, and they need to go back. They need to go off the table. I mean, you proved you can't handle your stuff. Walmart and Target, y'all need some webmasters that can help y'all with the flow, because I'm quite sure during Christmas time you have a flow of that or even higher of orders, and you guys handle it with eloquency. So I don't know why last night when you guys had the heads up, you could have prepared for it. I don't know why, but yeah, so that was my experience. The clips that you've seen in this video were from last night. The screens, the video. I hope you enjoyed the music. There were a lot of curse words, so I kind of put music in the track over that, so you didn't hear me cursing up a storm like it's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and my boss just gave me a Jelly of the Month club instead of a Christmas bonus. But yeah, so at the very end of the Hunger Games, there was nothing left but tears, because out of all the tributes who went to the games, there was really only one victor, and that had to be the bots last night. That had to be the bots. Because things were disappearing so fast and so quick, no human had the ability to do that. I mean, I hope a lot of humans were able to do this, but for you rat bastards who got 4 and 5 in a cart and 6 in a cart, you pooled your money together so you could do this so that you could sell it higher over parasitic people and vulture intentions. You guys can just dive off a tower head first into a thumbtack, or tie your tongue to a car tire and literally just be dragged across a field of broken glass. Why do you guys do this? Why? Like, I understand in the capital of making money. I do understand that. But you yourselves were young ones too. You weren't always the parasitic vultures that you were. And you yourself wanted to play things. You yourself had excitement over that new game system that came out, that new game that came out. You yourselves were these people. And you've turned into Death Eaters. To quote Harry Potter, you guys turned into Death Eater. And once a Death Eater, always a Death Eater. Nobody stops being a Death Eater. So once you guys are in that boat, you're there forever, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, that was my experience. You can like and subscribe. Give me your comments. Let me know your experiences. You're welcome to put them up in here, as many characters as they allow. Let me know what your experiences were. Happiness. There's so many different levels of emotion. Happiness, fright, delight, fear, pain, anger, frustration. It's ambivalence. Just more than one emotion all at the same time. And in the end, the Hunger Games end, as they always do, in tears for so many. And wow. That's all I can say is wow. Because for a community that claimed that they wouldn't buy it, that they didn't care, that the prices is too high, what the fuck happened last night? Everybody sold out with it gone in 60 minutes. That's insane. Now, I know you guys all have the same question in mind. Game Ninja, what about you? Were you able to secure the ball? Were you able to grab the bag? Were you able to run? Or did you walk away sad like everybody else in the Hunger Games? Well, guys, unfortunately, there are 2 more Hunger Games before June 5th. And you guys are going to have to wait and see whether or not I was victorious in the 75th Quarter Quell, the 76th Hunger Games, or the 77th Hunger Games. Because, quite naturally, if I did secure the bag, why would I even be joining any other Hunger Game? There would be no need. I volunteered as tribute. I did my time. I lived. Why would I ever volunteer for the Hunger Games again? Because they have to stop. So if Katniss is out there and there's a Peeta Mellark, you guys need to jump in this bitch and shut it down, because snow has fallen on all of us. And not even the Ring of Power in my darkest hour could help. The precious, even the precious, while keep us alive when we're inches away from death, could not avail. Very few can. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for joining me. Check you out later.